There's this old adage I'm sure you've heard: sin will take you farther than you want to go, keep you longer than you want to stay, and cost you more than you want to pay. It's one that is familiar, and I think the familiarity breeds some complacency here, but it's so true. Sin will always take you further than you want to go. It will always keep you longer than you want to stay. It will always cost you more than you want to pay. I think I've just been reflective this morning and thinking about the person I was, not necessarily an external behavior, but just the mental angst that I lived in, the turmoil that living in a more unrepentant space with some habitual sin, growing up as in my 20s and into my early marriage, that there is just a turmoil that comes with sin that when you're in the middle of it, you don't want to accept how it's really impacting your life. But the reality is the sin is taking you places you did not imagine you would go, whether that's mentally or physically. It is keeping you longer than you want to go or longer than you want to stay. And it's costing. It's costing in so many ways: emotionally, physically, spiritually. Um, yeah, so many ways that I just reflective this morning, thinking of that man that I was in my inner life, and thankful that the Lord has brought about this season of growth, the maturity. Thankful that in sanctification, maturity and wisdom, godly wisdom, is developed. We know from Romans 6:23 that the wages of sin is death. When we live in a life that is unrepentant in sin, it just yields death, whether that's physical death or just a dead experience. Whatever it is, you're approaching your world with not all of yourself, because there is this piece of you that is just bogged down by the sin that you're entertaining in your life. And it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. Sin is not worth it. So do the hard work, whatever it is. Delete the phone number, throw away the things, be accountable, be honest. I think honest first with yourself. That was one of the the biggest healing moments for me, is when I really started to come to terms with things that I was entertaining through web content and stuff like that. When I started to be honest about what I was doing and what I was doing up here, it starts to break the power when you're honest with the sin. And that is, for me, first an honesty to yourself, but then an honesty to others, an honesty to God. But that first hurdle really is for allowing yourself to accept the forgiveness that you have in God, that there is grace, that there is means of grace that God gives us to approach life with godliness and and holiness, to live a life that is holy and honorable to Him. And so, yeah, just reflecting this morning, feeling grateful for God's goodness to me, God's goodness in sanctification, and just reflecting on the truth, remembering the man I was, but just even the idea of sin in a more general way, and that There is a very true reality. Sin will take you farther than you want to go. It will keep you longer than you want to stay. And it will cost you more than you want to pay. It is not worth it. Cut it out.